Hey everybody, Chris here, and just wanted to go over the Nova Plus and the Titans tube assembly for your lenses. We have an array of lenses and tube assemblies for these machines to make it very simple to swap out and change lenses depending on what your needs are for cutting and engraving. So right here, I have a 1.5, a 2.5, and a 4-inch lens. There is also a 2.5, and the Titan comes with a 3. So we have, like I said, an array of lenses available. Now, the main point of this video is to show you how to swap these, but I'm also going to show you the autofocus sensor, the nozzles that go on the bottom, which we have this larger nozzle for air sensitive materials, kind of like tri-layer acrylic, where if we're blowing too hard into the surface, it's spreading all of the soot around. We tend to use a larger nozzle opening, you can see here, to kind of diffuse that air. We have the small one for more of a universal one for cutting and engraving, and then the larger one. They just come off like so. You twist them off, and you can change them out. You are going to want to inspect this quite often, as this is your autofocus probe. The sensor is on the backside. So we want to make sure that there's no soot and debris in here stopping this from working. If it stops working, either the Z bed won't move or you may crash your head because the autofocus sensor is not working. So making sure the spring in here is clean of debris, making sure there's not a lot of soot buildup on here so that it does slide easily. We also have some O-rings, which would go underneath your mirror. It is going in between the retaining ring and the mirror. And we have a tool to remove those. And basically how this works is we have one for the lenses where you can see the little notches in here. It fits into the notches. You turn it, take out the retaining ring, clean the lens, and then put it back, and then just kind of tighten it back down. Same thing with the mirror. We put this in here into the notches, like so, and then we would loosen up the mirror and then tighten it back down. So looking at these lenses, the interesting thing about this new design is that the lens position changes based off of the lens depth. So we have a 1.5-inch lens, very shallow depth, very small dot, great for photos, great for fine cutting. The lens is closer to the surface. So you can see here it's positioned at the very bottom of the lens. And how this installs is just by threading it into your autofocus probe here, sliding up in the head assembly. Let me move this forward a little bit for you. Sliding this up into the head assembly till the O-ring touches, and then tightening it back down. So that would be secure. If we wanted to swap lenses again, and let's say we're cutting some thicker foam or something, we want our 4-inch lens, do the same thing. Now, the caveat here, there is an extra assembly in here to get it far enough away from the material. So the lens on the 4-inch is located all the way up top. I do recommend when you're cleaning these lenses, take them out as infrequently as possible. Try to wipe them clean where they are. On occasion, take them out completely and handle them and clean them. But the less we take them out, the less likely we are to drop them, break them, crush them. They are crystal, so they can break easily. So again, we are threading this in and sliding this up to the O-ring, like so, and tightening it down. Now, this video is for both the Nova series and the Titan series, same design. Let me take you over to the Titan and show you the only difference that you'll see. Okay, so on the Titan, the knob to release the lens tube is on the left side instead of the right side, because on the right side we have a camera mount. Some of these machines will not have the camera mounted, but it has the place for it. So that on the Titan, we are loosening it on the left side. On the Nova, come on over, we are loosening it on the right side. And that's really the gist of how these lens tubes work. Again, lenses are in different positions. Make sure you are taking apart the entire assembly, not leaving parts of it behind, because that will change the distance that head has to go and the focus will not be correct. Cleaning the autofocus sensor and making sure you're using this tool to take your lenses out and clean them when necessary. Like this one on the 2-inch lens, you have to take this adapter or this extension off to get in here to the lens, and then you would just take it out and then lightly, so you don't crush it, lightly twist it back on and tighten it. And that's it. That's kind of how you will be swapping out your lenses for different ones, and also swapping out your nozzles for these two machines, the Titan and the Nova Plus.